Hey, I know I may be a few minutes early, or a minute or so, but I was trying to get my camera right because it kept doing this little sagging thing. So while you guys come on, make sure my volume's off. Yep. Muted. Let me find me. Where am I? Where am I? Hey, I see comments there. I'm trying to find me on my iPad. You know how that goes. There I am. Yoo-hoo, hoo-hoo. Hi, Julie. Yes, I'm the nutty lady. Hey, Barb. So, I'm Carolynne from NonnasNuttykrafts, and I'm just going to show you one thing that I'm in the process of making. And the reason why it's not going to be finished with you guys tonight, or why, is because my daughter, it's for her mother-in-law. Oops. They own 300 acres of land, farmland. And over the years, well, not over the years, they had a green tractor. And I swore, I was like, I found this perfect sign because they have a red barn. Now, I know this is backwards to you, and it says life's better at the barn. And they had this red barn, and, it's the stone underneath because she grew up, in that, hey, Catherine, in the, doing all the cattles and stuff like that. And so they have the land, and now they lease it out to people. So I'm making a wreath as a Christmas present for them. But I had the red truck, like everybody else has, this red truck ribbon. Oh, you get it upside down or backwards. And I want the sign, and I swore up and down I bought the green tractor ribbon. I swore it was sitting on my little shelf off to the side here. And I know I bought it like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, I thought. And I went, now I'm looking for it. And hence the reason why I, quote, cleaned my craft room. I changed a little bit of things around and organized differently. And I was looking for that ribbon. And I could not for the life of me. Took all my mesh out, took all my ribbons, put ribbons in bins and things. Could not find that ribbon. And my friend Barb Cass, bless her heart, I said, by any chance do you have this? Because I knew I wouldn't get it here in time for this week for my daughter to take it back with her. And she did, and she's sending it to me, and I'm hoping it'll be here tomorrow. So I started the wreath. This is just a regular work frame, and what I did, I'll show it to you backwards this way. I used the jute, and I did 10-inch puffs inside, 11-inch puffs on the outside. Then I took, it's the jute red and black, the jute and red plaid, and I did ruffles at 20 inches. Then from there, hey Barbara, I took red curls and green curls, and I alternated them. And the curls were 10-inch mesh, and I did them at 10 inches. And then my tails are 14 inches each. So I have the red truck, as we all know. Oh, I swear I would never wear a sweater again, but it's cold. And I use the black and red plaid. And I just did that at every other one right now because I'm waiting for the green tractor to come in ribbon so that I can use that in on the alternating. And then I'm going to put the sign in the middle, and I'm just going to put a bow up top for it. So it's not going to be anything fancy or anything. They're very country, but this is what I thought would be perfect as a gift for them this year. So let me put this over here, get that out of the way. So tonight, we're always doing red and green and gold. And I wanted to do something different. So the story behind it, there's always a story with me. There's always a story. You see this? Oh, let me bring it down. I'm going to tell you how this wreath started. This is the gold and rose gold and off-white and all that I did. And I know, you did tell me, Barb, it should be here tomorrow. And I'm like, yay. So I'm waiting. So this wreath started to be this blue. I'm showing you backwards because I want to surprise the front. And my theme behind this wreath was do it in blue, put gold in here to make it really pop, like kind of like the night, you know, the blue sky, and do the sign. Well, when I did that, the gold and the blue stuck out like it was a school color. And I went, oh Lord, not happening. So my brain was thinking one thing, but when you actually saw it, it was like not happening. Ugly, ugly. So I changed up this, and I did this one in, the mesh is white, or a little bit of an off-white, but it has gold foil going through it. Thank you, Barb, for sharing. Yes, share, because it's going to be fun, because this is a blue, gold, and silver wreath that we're going to do tonight. I did this one. I put gold curls in it, and then a big bow, and then the sign. Can you all see the sign? The light reflects it and says, the sign says, oh, let us adore him. So that's how this wreath came into being. And the reason why I say that too is I had a customer who asked me on certain wreaths at my last show, what was my inspiration behind them? And sometimes you're like, usually it's the sign inspires you, kind of thing. And this time, it was the sign, but it was also the wreath itself. So, this is what we're doing today. Bada bing. So I took the wreath because I had done the base. So the base is just a work frame. 10 inches, I did the poofs, 10 inches inside, 11 inches outside. And then because I don't like the gap, I went around just kind of inside on the middle of this. Thank you, Barb. So share this, guys. Come on, if you see the live, the red thing, that means we're live. If you don't, that means it's replay, but we're not there yet. So we just started. So I did that. So what, and I used white pipe cleaners. And then I took, this is 10-inch mesh, and it has blues. It's like the royal blue in there, it has silver foil in there. And I'm showing you to this way because when you open it up, you kind of lose it. And it has almost like a teal or aqua color in there. But I'm dominantly using the blues and the silver on this wreath. So I cut these. I haven't finished everything in cutting or anything because I want to do that with you guys. These are at 20 inches long. And then my ribbons tonight, I love my ribbons. I have this 1.5 inch, and it's paired with this blue, and it looks like if you could see like diamonds in it, but it's actually a little bit of a sheer. But I thought it was really pretty because I thought the diamonds kind of go with this ribbon. And then what I did a blue sheer. This has a little bit of sparkles on the outside, or glitter. I try to show it on the white because you could see it better than here. And it's sheer, but with the blue on the outside. So kind of opposite. Oh, whoops, I'm sticking. So that's my ribbon tails today. I have picks. I have like silver picks that I could put in here. Some things, but I'm not sure because there's not going to be any sign in this one at all. It's just going to be kind of a simple one. Whoops. My tail's up here. I hear things falling. They're not going to stay. What fell? Who knows? Probably mesh from underneath the table. Oh, let's put those aside. So let's get these guys going because I have some cut on the floor. And I may use this. I've only used this on one. I did it on a Halloween project, I think it was. It's like a silver netting. Let me turn it around since it's curling. Can you see that? It's a net. And it's, I don't know, I may do something, maybe make curls and put it in there. I haven't decided because I wasn't sure how it would stand out with the blue and all the blue and silver that we have in here. Hey, Phyllis. I was sticking today too. I hate crafting with long sleeves. Oh, yeah. I swore in the last one I was not going to wear, my last live, that I was not going to wear sweaters, but it's cold. And I know it's snowing. You said it was snowing up by you, Barb, today, so I get it. Why is my thing stuck on there? I don't know. It's weird how it is up on there. So we're going to make ruffles. Cross between a ruffle and a curl. I'm going to fold it in just a little bit like this. It kind of helps keep the raw edges a little bit better from fraying. And just hold it down, going down the middle. It's nice if you have stripes because it makes you stay more even. Makes it a little butterfly. I like it's a pretty butterfly. I know they have blue butterflies. They're supposed to be good luck, if I recall. I could be wrong, but we'll see. Oops. And we're just going to twist tie that in. I put in a couple things. And I don't think I fluffed this out. No, I didn't when I did it. Because, whoops, once I put the gold in, I was going to fluff it when I was doing it with the other one. And I didn't do that. Look, glasses. Hello. I'll be looking for them again, going, where are my glasses? You know, us crafters have to see good. Thank you, Barbara. Yeah, share. Everybody, there are people that are doing like the nativity one, which is really pretty and all, but I've done a lot of green and gold, green and red and white. And of course, even though this might have been an oops color for another wreath, I was like, I have to use it for something. And I was like, I could do patriotic, you know, it would have been fine. And I was thinking of doing that. But then I was like, you know, I really didn't do anything for like Hanukkah, or that people do like this color, you know, just to have. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to do it like this. Alrighty. So let's get back to cruffling. So what's everybody doing for Thanksgiving? Y'all going away? I'm not. And you know what I forgot? I just realized when I say that, I have a turkey hat. Dang. And if I wore it, I'm sure I would have gotten grief from all my kids. I'm the type that likes to wear different hats just to have fun. And it's a turkey, like a roasted turkey that sits on my head. Oh, you did a nativity one, Barb? I didn't see that one. I've seen on some other people's lives they've been doing some nativity ones. They're taking half of it blue sky, half of it like whether a jute or a burlap, and then they stick a nativity set in there, and they do like what would be like the Star of David, you know, on top. And they're coming out really pretty. Everybody's doing it differently, but that's just one way I've seen it. And then we gotta get ready. New Year's Eve. Oops, see, I'm sticking to my boobs. Hey, if you're on, just comment you're here so I know you're here. It's nice to have a lot of people to chat with, because I talk to myself and then my dog stands at the door pawing to come in, and my husband will come up the stairs and think I'm weird. So now he knows that when I shut the door, of course, and I'm talking, that I'm probably doing a live. He always thought he'd come in and go, who are you talking to? I'd be like, honey, I'm on a live. Oh yeah, Barb, send me a picture. I love to see things. Oh, I have a customer up in Staten Island. She bought my rose gold. It's ivory and rose gold candy cane, puff candy cane. And I was so happy. She bought it yesterday. Already packaged it up. It's already sent out to her. And I told her, I messaged her, I said, please send me pictures so I can see what it looks like in its new home. So she said she will. So I can't wait. No, you're not seeing what's happening over here, Barb. These are rolling off the table. I have a little table, a lot smaller than yours, and these are rolling, although I do have packages up here. Oh, I have to show you. I went shopping at Kmart. Kmart's closing. I went shopping there today. I got some things, but I'll show you the guys thing in a bit. Hey, Molly. Hey, Cherie. How are you guys? Idaho. Is it snowing up in Idaho? It was snowing here the other day. Was it last week? I don't even know what day. And I was like, no. I'm in Virginia. And I'm listening to the news tonight. Now, my dad is 98, and I so hope I have his genes. My mom passed away when she was 72, 25 years ago. My dad's never remarried, never dated or anything. Even though I told him, Dad, go right ahead. You know, because I didn't want him to be alone. But he never dated or anything, anybody. And he lives in Florida. And he never comes up here for the holidays because he says it's too cold. I don't blame him. But guess what? He's coming tomorrow for Thanksgiving. I'm so excited. I have been cleaning all weekend. My house is a little neglected because I was making wreaths and had some shows. No snow yet, Molly? Well, I'm sure it's going to come there quicker before it comes down here because you get all that Arctic, you know, coming down from there. Arctic weather. Well, let me bend over. So my dad comes tomorrow, but this weekend, because of doing my shows, kind of neglected the house a little and the cleaning. I had laundry literally stacked about this high of mine that I was like, yeah, I'll get to it. I'll fold it. Yeah. And stuff. And so between doing that, we had the irrigation people in to shut off the sprinkler system outside for the winter. And we had the dogs last week. So they, you know, and it rained. So lots of mud in the house. But it's okay. It's all cleanable. It's all fixable. So we cleaned the carpets, which were due to be cleaned, and we only have the carpet in the basement. Our basement's, you know, fully furnished. A couple of years ago, we took up the carpeting all on the main floor and just did hardwood. And upstairs, which is where I am, where all the bedrooms are, we did that about 8 years ago. Because it was just all generic carpeting from, you know, when I guess the house was built. I don't know. Or somebody who lived in it prior to us just, I don't know, put cheap carpeting. And so I was like tired of the carpeting and the dogs nails get stuck in it and all. So we did that. I don't want to lose them because I know they're going to fall with all these ribbon tails over here. And anyway, so it was a lot of cleaning and dusting and vacuuming. So my day went on Saturday. Let me use the vacuum. And the day before I was cleaning up here in the, you know, with my craft room, which was 4 hours. 4.5 really. And it still wasn't done because I was looking for that ribbon. And got it all cleaned. I went to go use the vacuum. I used it up here on Friday. Went to go use it on the main floor to vacuum and on the wood floor, and it wasn't suctioning. So, you know, you take that little wand that's attached and you think of paneling, wood paneling, I don't know about that wide, taking and going to vacuum the main floor. So you're talking living room, dining room. Well, living room had a carpet. So dining room, kitchen, and the family room, entryway, powder room, doing that. Do you know how long it took me to do that? A lot longer than if I had it suctioning the right way. So after I finished all that, I said, I got to figure this out. Because the hose would work, but it wouldn't work. It would work on the carpet, but not on the floor. Really weird. So I turned the whole thing up and found out it was clogged, and I unclogged it. And I was like, ugh. Wish I knew that beforehand. Ooh, did I make enough? I did make enough of these. I thought I didn't count right. Wow. Okay. I'm better than I thought. So share this, everybody. Invite your friends. Let's have some fun making a blue wreath. Whoop. Here we go. So now when I was back to the story with my dad, so this year happens, they're putting in 21 years, that we've been here, but longer than that, since 18, I don't know, whatever year it was, this has been the most rain that we have ever had this year. And I was like, the year I put sod down, I have lost 7 bushes out front because we thought it was diseased, which it could be, but we're thinking now maybe it was just too much rain and the roots just kind of rotted away. So I've lost 7 bushes already, and now it's kind of crossing over the sidewalk and going into the other bushes, which are pretty hardy usually. So I don't know what's going on. So I said, well, we'll find out come the spring when everything thaws what I have left, and might have to do some revamping there. I think I have all my things in here, and I didn't think I had that. Okay, so now here comes the opinion time, because I had it all up here to cut with you. And I'll show you my ribbons for the bow too. So, do you guys think I should do, whoops, a curl and put a curl in here? Oh, sorry. I can't turn the phone off. Probably some stupid marketer. It's going to ring 4 times, sorry. And then you'll probably hear a voice message. Oops. So do you guys think that would look good with this? What do you guys think? Oh, okay. You reached the Delisles. We can't come to the phone right now. I don't know how to turn it off. Thank you and have a nice day. And they'll probably hang up, whoever it is. And I'll get a beeping sound. So what do you guys think? Should I use this and do some tails on there? Not tails, but do just a few curls. I know you guys are out there. I'll try one and see. Now I had this all set up to cut more of this, thinking, whoa, do you see that? Went flying right up. Wow. More tail, more of these, but like I said, I thought I cut lesser than what I did so I could do it with you, but I guess it was better than I thought. So, what do I have? So this is my handy dandy ultimate mesh roller. Oh, just want to make sure I didn't have a pin there. I do have a pin here. It collapses down, but like I said, my last one, yes, Shuri? Maybe every other one? I could do every other one. We could try every other one, Molly, and see how it goes. And if I don't have to put something in the other ones. Got this baby. So these are the ribbons we just used. They're done. And these are the ones I was thinking of using for the bow. Now I could add, which way is my bow? Here's my thicker side because I'm looking at it backwards and what I do up top. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do a Lisa bow, a Terry bow, easy bow. I haven't decided yet. You guys can maybe help me because I'm not doing a sign, so it might be better to do one on the easy bow maker and have the tails coming down. That might look pretty. So let's try one of these and see how it looks. Can always change it. Jan, I think so too. We're going to try it. I think it would just give a little extra flair. So I'm going to do this at 10 inches. So this is 10-inch mesh. Ooh, okay. Whoops, my scissors. And we'll cut one at 10 inches. We'll see how it goes. I'll make it kind of a tight curl. See how that goes. I'm so glad for these things that have those little, it pops back up. Did you guys see that? Pops back in because I'm the one that grabs it the wrong way. Sorry if I keep looking here, but my iPad's here. I got to get it where I can move it here, but this is on a bunch of drawers with all my ribbons in it. And it makes it easy to reach. All right, so that's a really tight curl. And what we'll do, we'll put one in. Oh, I actually kind of like it. Ew, I do kind of like it. If I do say so myself. Oops. Come back up here. Ooh, I'll put one of the tails and you guys tell me what you think. So again, using the blue, if you haven't seen, it's like got like diamonds in it. And it's kind of like foiled and then it has glitter on the edge. And I'm pairing it with this one, which is a 1.5 inch. So 2.5 and 1.5 inch. And I'm going to pull you know how you keep like the two big ones on top and the little ones on the bottom? I'm going to kind of do that method because I don't know. You know how you start doing it one way and then you do it so long and then you find another way you like better and you do that for a while? So that's what I'm doing. I'm in that kind of mood. So I've pinched them together. These are 14-inch tails. And I just kind of bend it back a little bit. And let's put it in here. I could have probably, you know, gone maybe 12 or 13-inch tails. But since I'm not doing any sign or anything with this, I thought the bigger tails would kind of look better. So I'm going to do this one and I'm going to do one with the other one. You guys tell me if we should do every other one or maybe do every one with the little silver curl in it. Whoops. And then this is the other pair that are going to go together. This is the big one. And see, this kind of reminds, even though it looks like a flower, it reminds me of the diamonds like on the other one. And then the sheer on the glitter on the edge, sheer in the middle. So kind of opposite of the other blue one. I like these colors together. Oops, crinkle, crinkle. Now one thing you may want to think on the edges, my edges, if you pull the edge when you crinkle it up, then what happens, your bow's going to kind of go like that. So I try to make that the edge is kind of down a little bit on the two edges. So let's see. Let's see what you guys like. My mind is kind of saying one thing already, but I want to see what your guys' mind is. Whoop. Guess I didn't twist tie that baby too good. Whoop, get the sweater out of the way. Come here, come here. It's my pipe cleaner. Everything just wants to stick to itself today. Okay. So what do you guys think? Wait, hold on. Goodness. Oh, I'm hitting the ribbon. So what do you guys think? That's with the curl, and that's without the curl. Should I do them all the curl? With curl? Without curl? What do you guys think? I'm thinking do the curl in every one instead of every other one. Set my bouquet back. I think it will make the ribbon stand out a little bit. Because I think with, even though this one's a silver ribbon, gosh, I keep hitting the thing. Even though this is silver, where am I? And this one stands out because the, I don't know. What do you guys think? Ava, I like both too. I think the curl looks good, Sherry, too. Oop, I keep hitting the ribbons here. I like it with the curl because I think it just gives a little pop, more of a pop to it than without it. It kind of looks plain without it, like it's missing something, you know? And the curl just adds that extra little, you know what? All right, curls it is. Let's go with curls. My ribbons. I got to come up with something where you can, maybe I can invent something where you can, oh, that's going to be what I'm going to do. Yeah, I think with the curls, I'm going to invent a little slot thing that holds your ribbon on the table. Hello. I'm going to make $1 million and then some, because that's what I'm going to invent. Because these all the time are flying off the table somewhere else. So see, I'm going to put them on the floor so they can't fly anywhere. All right, got the ultimate mesh roller here. So we're going to cut these at 10 inches each. This cut's pretty easy too. My blade was good maybe. I think I might need a new blade. So how many of you guys go into the Wreath Makers Live? Anybody? Anybody? I'm going. Took me quite a bit of time to get my hotel reservation. I had kind of squirrely, but it all works out. We used to live down in Louisiana when we were stationed down there, and we went to New Orleans for like 4 days. Had a good time. Went during, what do you call it, New Year's Eve. We had some friends there, so kind of had a good time at the French Quarters. And I've never been to any type of burlesque type show, strip club, whatever you want to call it. And there were, this guy is what he was, dressed as a girl, standing in a club. I said, oh, let's go in there. And my friend goes, no, what? I said, why? And he whispered in my ear, he told me, he goes, it's a transvestite. And I was like, oh. So we wound up in another one, and my friend and I sat in the front row, and, you know, the guys are taking off their clothes and stuff, and we were like, here's dollars, you know, going like this, and the husbands are like all the way in the back, like, I don't want to be seen with those two ladies. But it had a good time. Good time. It's a really nice city, and I'm glad they were able to recover after the hurricane and stuff. So what do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hope I have enough, because I didn't think about that. So for Thanksgiving, I am doing a turkey. I'm making hush puppy stuffing, bean casserole, cauliflower and broccoli casserole. Oh my God. Cornbread. It's cornbread, yeah, cornbread casserole, yes, you call it, which I've made for years now. We're having, with my dad coming, not knowing what he likes to eat or doesn't like to eat. So I'm kind of having a mixture of all kinds of things. We have an apple pie, another, like, not a pound cake, it's a bundt cake kind of cake that my daughter ordered from my granddaughter's school. And then my one daughter's bringing another dessert. It's like with pudding and graham crackers and chocolate. Hey, Deborah! And, oh gosh, what else are we doing? Oh, we have a relish tray, a cheese tray. Oh, I'm doing mushrooms. I always like to try something new, and I've done the Brussels sprouts wrapped in bacon before, and those were to die for. So each year I've been trying to come up with some sort of a new recipe just to try it out, you know, and do something different. So the broccoli and cauliflower is new this year, and the mushroom one is going to be new this year. Now the one thing when you do these, you try to make it so, let's see how you can see. Maybe my hair is good for this one. Ooh, look how it's even. And you see this one has just, if I turn it one way, a little bit of piece sticking out. I'm not so worried about that, but you don't want to have it like really squirrely and sticking up, because it's not a pig's tail, it's a nice curl. It's a nice curl. So Barbara, since you, Barbara, Deborah, Emma, we're making a blue and white wreath, blue and silver, and just because I wanted to do a different color too. And I started this wreath base to do that wreath, thinking I would do it in the blue sky. Didn't work out that way. But that's okay. Always can do something else with everything. I just remember to go back and change that one. I get around to the other side. Oh, there goes my shirt. There goes my shirt. Sticking again. Da da da. So, with having the most rain that I was saying, I don't know if I finished my story. I go crazy in my story. That's why I'm Nutty Nonna. Because I start one thing and I go off in a different direction. That we had so much rain and all. And they're saying since 90, whatever, that this year is going to be, on Thanksgiving Day, the coldest day ever. And it might be ever in history here for Thanksgiving Day. And I said, the entire time, the one time I fly my dad up here, and everything's going to be cold, wet, and rainy. Because the weekend, it's not supposed to be pretty. It's supposed to rain. Karen, what this is going to be, I could not find any Hanukkah ribbon. Now, I know it has to be out there, and I looked. I just couldn't find it. So I'm kind of going along that theme because I didn't make anything. And I try to do a lot for whether it's all religious or whatever occasion. So this is going to kind of be my Hanukkah wreath. And it's just going to have a big bow on it. I'm not going to do a sign or anything. Hey, Christina. Oh, I'm glad you're just looking, Christina, because I showed earlier what Barbara, which is my daughter's mother-in-law, is going to get for Christmas. And I'm glad my daughter didn't see it. Although she's coming in tomorrow. My one daughter is coming in with my granddaughter. My other daughter lives here, and I watch my granddaughter, the one granddaughter that lives here. So, she'll be sleeping over since I don't do full-time work anymore, or part-time for that matter. This is my job, which I love so much. I really do. It's so nice to not deal with the drama at work, that you get sometimes. And just to like say, you know what? I'm just going to go on here. I'm going to have fun with you guys on the lives. And I'm just going to create something that I like. And hopefully you guys like it too. This is on my Etsy shop already. And my Etsy shop is www.etsy.com/shop NonnasNuttykrafts. Crafts with a K. And I think I put $65 for this one. So oops. Goodness, if it's not the mesh, it's the pipe cleaners that give you issues. I really do like it with putting this in on all of them. I think it really makes it pop. Good choice, you all. Good choice. See, we all help each other out. Let me pick some of these up. So I'm not, oh, see? Now I got to take the one out that we did in the beginning. Dun, dun, dun. So roll, roll, roll. Here we go. Oops. So if you look at it from my Etsy shop, you'll see a blue sign that says Facebook Live. It's listed under there. I didn't put everything listed for all the deco mesh and everything because I just kind of wanted to get it on there. So if somebody wanted to buy this, they can go ahead and buy it. Which would be great because Hanukkah's coming up. Put this one in since I already had it here. Yeah, it does look better with having it with both of them instead of just doing it every other one. Let's show you. I think those look okay. There's one. There's the other one. I think it looks better with it. Yep, yep, yep. Oops. Oh, look, it's stuck. Ugh. Sticky, sticky. Should have done the inside first, so I'm not. Now I'm going to be reaching over. Whatever. Whatever. Float your boat. All right, come on. We can do this. We can do this. So my dad flies in tomorrow around 2:30. My other daughter hopefully will be here at lunch, depending on, you know, with her work and stuff. And then my other granddaughter and daughter are coming. My other son-in-law. My one daughter always spends Christmas at the in-laws, and Thanksgiving. And this is the first time that they're ever coming here, which I'm really happy about. I think these froze. Hold on. Guys, I have to go out because things froze on my end. And now I lost you completely. Oh, hold on. See, Barb, you didn't have all the other problems that too. Goodness gracious. Oh, now it's backtracking. Those are the comments. Lost them all. Wow. That's weird. Huh. Comments are more here. Less are on here. Well, life goes on. That's Facebook for ya. Don't you just love it? I gotta get their act together. Too many issues. Too many issues. So is anybody going away, or are you guys all staying here? Staying home. You can come here if you want. Oops. Let me try this baby in here too. Only got a few more. Well, maybe not a few. Got like 5. Then we can go on to putting all the tails in. God, I gotta learn to roll faster. You know I wouldn't be the person making joints. Because I'd be the slowest person. That's for sure. That's for sure. So does anybody, now Molly said she didn't get any snow up in Idaho yet. Does anybody else have any snow anywhere? I like the snow. I told my husband our fireplace downstairs, which is off the kitchen, because there's like a family room there, I said, we're going to put the fire, because my dad being in Florida, they don't need a fireplace down there. And so I was like, hey, I'm staying home and we are having dinner at home. Oh, that's good. Eva, where's home to you? What state are you in? Did I cut them all? See? I got one extra of these. Oh, miscount. Whatever. Save it for another day. Alright. Now we can move on to the tails. So it's coming out pretty cool. Ta-da. Now it's ribbon time. I surely wish it would. So see, some people are going to see that comment going, what, are you crazy, Deborah? But I like the snow. I like it, but I don't want to shovel it. But I do like it. I mean, to me, I grew up in New York. So, you know, as a kid growing up, it was always the snow, you know. And we lived a little bit on a hill. Because when my dad designed, he designed the house. And he built it up because we had a canal in the backyard. And he built it up on the hill so that we had a full-size basement. And if anything would flood, it would be the basement, not the house. And so all the kids would always come because we were the only house in the neighborhood that had a hill. And we would go sleigh riding down the front of our lawn all the time. Oh, thanks, Eva, Deborah, Barb. Yeah, so here I do have, I'm on a hill again, but we landscape, the front of it, like, so you can't really go down it. But my driveway, I can. So I am itching for snow because my driveway is so cool to go down. I'll see. I didn't cut enough of these because I know I didn't cut enough of these. See, one extra. Ugh, hate that. Hate that. All right. So I do that so. Now, see if I put them over here. They're going to go over the floor. All right, so where were we? So we did that one, so we go this one. Okay. It is fun. I did, Deborah, I did it last year. Last year we got snow and my granddaughter wasn't here that day. And, you know, I always try to go out and shovel if it happens when my husband's at work, you know. And I took, you know, you have one of those round sausage sleds. I had one of those, and I filmed myself. Okay, mind you, let's see. I was, well, it was this year because it was earlier this year. So I'm 58. I'm going to be 59 next month. Woohoo! Yay! And I took it, and I filmed myself. I took the bigger red one because I had my knees replaced, and it's a little bit hard to bend, you know, sometimes it fit in those sleds. And I did the red one, and my dog had never seen anybody go down in the sled. I live in Virginia. I'm in Springfield, Virginia, about a half an hour southwest of Washington, D.C. And so I went down the hill, and I'm just like a little kid going, yay, woo, you know. And I'm thinking all the neighbors probably thought I lost it. And I said, I don't care. I'm having fun. They can stay in the house and be fuddy-duddies, but I'm having fun. Then I took the round sled. Now, our driveway is steep, so you can fit like 4 cars side by side. But then it's a really long driveway because there's only 3 of us houses that live on this little, I don't know, they call them pipe stems here. And so I took the round one and started my hill, went down. Now, I'm the middle house, and there's 2 houses on the side. So if you think of, you know, everything funnels down and goes straight. Well, to the one side of us, it's a common area of woods. Well, guess where I went? I went into the woods with the sled. And you can hear me. Oh, see, maybe I didn't. You can hear me laughing hysterically and going, oh my God, I'm going into the woods. And I just laughed as I went off the driveway, bumped, and into the woods I went. But it's just fun. It's just fun. Yeah, I think this is pretty. These are pretty colors together. It's soft, it's sweet, everything matches really well. So I'm happy. So I'm hoping for snow this year. I'm hoping it's when my granddaughter's here at my house and I'm watching her so we can go out and play. Because I like playing. I like skiing. I tried snowboarding for the first time ever a couple of years ago. And my one son-in-law and my daughter, I thought, she's going to fall all over the place. I went, no, I'm not. I think I fell maybe 4 times, but that was it. Okay, I got to put my glasses on because Miss Texas, I know I'm going to pronounce this name right. Jen Eldal? Jenna? Okay, I'm going to call you Miss Kelly. I bet you it's warm down there. Is it warm down there, Miss Kelly? I just sent a lady bought a wreath down there from me, actually. Oh, why can't I pull this right? Pinch, 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 and pull down. There we go. Now, I know from what I understand, some parts of Texas, it gets kind of cold. I've never been to Texas. I wanted to go. My son was stationed down there at Fort Hood. And I kept saying, I'm going to go, I'm going to go. And I was working at the time, and I just couldn't go. It was just, didn't work out. But I just wanted to go. I want to go and see every state at least once to say I've been there. That's my goal. And I think just to have fun. Just to have fun in life. We used to sleigh ride on a tractor trailer in the, oh, that would be fun. I like tubing. We did it, we lived a lot of places because in being in the military. And one of the places we lived was in Alaska. And that was the first time I went tubing. And it was just an open hill. So you weren't in like a lane or anything. So you had woods on one side and you had the ski slope on the other. So you just prayed that you would keep going down the hill and not off into the woods. And there wasn't, and at the end of the hill was a parking lot. So they didn't have a little bump or anything. So you had to use your kind of roll off before you went into the parking lot. But it was fun. We did a lot of skiing and all that. I'm sure that was fast, Barb. See, I would go try that just to say I've done it. Somebody was it Facebook that, you know, you get all these silly things on Facebook, and somebody posted a guy, what was it? It's just like a little swell, and pulling him along like on, was it on a ski or some board or something? And I thought, see, I do that just to say I've done it. That's just me. You only live once in life, you know? And I'm like, try it once. You don't have to go back. But just try it. That's how I look at life. Hey, Barb, is that the tractor that you have out front that you did that with? The front of your house? Barbara has a really nice tractor, and they light it up, and it looks so pretty. She sent me a picture of it. She lives in Pennsylvania. Look, no matter how fast you try to do this, you still wind up doing slow. Alright. God, I gotta have music. I wish I could put my phone on, but I'm watching you guys on it. There we go. And I'm gonna have to cut more ribbons, so we're gonna have to do that. Because I know I didn't cut enough of these. I think I'm like too short. Oops. Fold out. There we go. That looks pretty, just like a little bow like that. If I do say so myself. No, they were from my grandpa's big rig. Oh gosh. You want a big rig doing that? Eesh. See, I'm in New York, where I was from, Long Island. And what happened here? Something got twisted. Where we lived was more suburban. And we didn't have tractor trailers or anything like that. But I did have a backyard with a canal. So my big thing growing up on the water was going to the beaches, the ocean, skiing. We'd go crabbing and clamming and that kind of stuff. Fishing right off the dock, jumping off the dock and going into the water. That was my life. Not complaining. It was a good life. Because most kids, you know, would... Back in my day, it's not to say, you know, having a car was a big thing. But, you know, when you live by the water like that, the big thing was having a boat. Because if you wanted to go to the ocean and you wanted to drive, it'd take me, literally, I still remember, because I timed it one year. It took me 6.5 minutes to get by my boat, cross the bay, and cross, you know, we anchored the boat out in the water, and then we'd just walk over to the ocean. But it took me 6.5 minutes to get there. People, if you had to go on, hey Susie, look at Susie, look, yay. If I had to, people had to go drive the cars, it would take them like an hour, hour and a half, maybe, depending where you live, to get, and then you got to sit in all that traffic going over the bridges. And then if the bridge had to go up to let a boat go by, not me, I had a boat. No, it was my parents' boat, but speedboat, little speedboat. All right. so I am too shy. So see, we get the cut ribbon. See, I knew I'd had a cut ribbon with you guys. So how are you, Miss Susie? Everybody, so Miss Susie Brown, who is on, this is her invention. The ultimate mesh roller. Let me put this baby in because we're going to use it because I need to cut some ribbon. So we're going to show you how I cut it. I showed you how we did it with the mesh. Now we're going to show you with the ribbon. Let me move you back for a second. And she invented this lovely baby. So I put it on my Facebook page. If you want to go through and my favorite things, just scroll down. You will get the link that you can go to. Hello from Ohio. Hey, Lori. How are you? Oh, there's somebody. Oh, she's from Idaho. There's another lady on here from Idaho. Oh, so we gotta cut. I got one more of these. I gotta cut two more of the other ones. Okay, cool. I'm still enjoying my gift wrapping. Deborah, do you got a gift wrapping buddy? Do you really like it? Susie makes a gift wrapping buddy. And what that is, so it's long enough to put your, and this is the ultimate mesh roll. You can use it for ribbons, you can use it for mesh. I have the 10-inch, you know, you could put the 21-inch mesh on here. You could put a couple of 10 inches on here, whatever. And like I always say, I always have this set up before because I try to be organized. Wait, I'll move this back over here for a second. And she invented the wrapping buddy. And what that is, so you can put your gift wrapping on there. And you know how you always, you know, got to put a pair of scissors to hold it because it always rolls back up on you. So 1, 2. Did I do that right? Wait a minute. Opposite, 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 opposite. Oh, okay. That's what. Wait a minute. I messed up here somewhere. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I have 7. I thought I did 8. That's what's messing me up. Anyway, so along the same lines as this one, this is the collapsible one. And you have a ruler here. This whole thing collapses down. So I'll pull out one rod, since we're done with that, and you can put it right in here. And then when you're done, because we're done with these babies, I'm going to do this and everything's going to go flying. And I'm doing this kind of awkwardly. Put them off to the side, and you put number 2 in here. And you would put the 3rd one in here as well. This whole thing, these 2 sides here, this one and this one, collapse down this way and it has a little hook. I knew I was going to get my ribbons all over the place. See the little hook there? Comes out and there's a little thing it hooks onto the other end. So that everything doesn't, it collapses down, you can put it underneath your table. It is great to have. Isn't it great? I love this. You know, she makes one that when she first started, she has just a single one or one that didn't collapse and stuff. I like the collapsible one because you can put it away. So like when I go to craft shows or something, if I'm taking this table with me, I can collapse this up. If I leave it standing up, sometimes I do when I walk by the side, I always knock it, you know, which I hate to do, but collapsing it down, I have less tendency of breaking it. That's for sure. All right, so these are the ribbons we had already used. Not this one. And now that I put this all down, yeah, I'm going to make 2 more ribbons, don't I? And I got to make the blue ones. Blue in this one. So this is how we're going to do it. Because I was talking and I almost forgot. We're going to make 2 of these. 2 of these and 2 of these. Thread it in. And if you notice what's kind of cool she did, she has the little rubber stoppers on here. So you push it all the way through, and of course this stops it from going all the way through. And the rubber stopper keeps it from coming back out on the other end. And she also has, you know, like the tags, like when you go like sizes in the department stores, the little rings. If you want to put those in and, you know, divide things up, you can use that as well in here. So I'm going to pull my ribbon. Let me slide this one back. And I'm going to put it under the ruler. Same with this one. Put it under there. Oops. And I did these at 14 inches. Let me move all these goodies. I'm probably going to wind up throwing them on the floor because I know I'm probably going to wind up breaking them. So I said we needed 2. 14 inches is 28. Right? My math is right? Yep. Hope so. Wasn't my major in college. 28. Now you could do this where you stack the ribbons on top of each other instead of side by side like I did. So you can pull them all out like this and cut it at one time as well. It will lay on the shelf or hang from a pegboard. Oh, didn't think about that, Susie. You can do that. See? You guys, you think outside the box and you come up with something good. Susie, you know what I'm going to develop? So everybody heard it here. I'm going to make something that you can stick your ribbons in like this, your tails, when you're... Because you know how you lay them on the table and they go flying all over the place. And I'm just tired of that. So that's going to be my $1 million project. So that I can retire like you. I know you didn't retire. You retired, but then you invented something. So it pulled you out of retirement. That's like what my husband said. When I retired from work, he said, you're going to find something else to do. And I said, no, I'm not. I'm done working. I worked in retail. Being a military wife, you kind of do a lot of jobs. So I've been an investigator. I've done retail for a lot of years. I've been a food stamp person for the military. Oh gosh. I did a lot of volunteer work. Used to be an EMT. A lot of jobs I've done. And it's because, you know, doing jobs to work around my husband's job of what he does. So that's why I have so many. I know they bought you out of retirement. I remember you telling me that. This is like me. I retired. My husband said, you're going to find another job. I said, no, I'm not. I'm done. And, you know, what do? I create a business, you know. And he just laughs at me. Because he goes, you're never going to sit still. You're just never going to sit still. And I'm like, oh, this is still. I'm sitting kind of still. So he always laughs at me. He always laughs at me. All right. So where do these go? So come back up here. Open up. They used the bow dabber for stacking ribbon? Oh, shh. Susie, don't give away my plan. My $1 million plan. My $1 billion plan. I gotta come up with something. It's gonna be my plan. Y'all heard it here. Don't take my idea because I'm gonna shoot you off. No, I won't shoot you, but... Alright. So I'm probably gonna put my bow here. You know what? I'm not even gonna put one here. Because my bow's gonna be big enough with tails. Let me do that. Oh, I'm gonna reach in this thing and it's gonna jiggle, you guys. I swore I was gonna leave it open this time. Alright, so I didn't do too bad. Just a pencil. Kid's crayon thing. I'm gonna curl this one down. So see, I only need to make 2. I got extra ribbon! In a small box. What fits in a small box? Here you go. Billions of dollars for Post-its. Who thought of that? I mean, a little glue on a piece of paper at the end. Where was I? Seriously, where was I? Oh, I want to close that one down. I mean, people, I watch Shark Tank a lot. I watch it all the time. And the things that people come with, some of them I'm like, really? And then others I'm going, oh my God, how did you come up with that idea? That is so cool. So I'm like, I wish it was me, but it wasn't. That's okay. I like my life. I can't complain. I look at it this way. I may not be the richest person in the entire world. And they always say money brings greed. But I've lived, at this point, a comfortable life. I have a roof over my head. I have food on the table. And that's all I can ask for. And I'm happy. Because my husband would say, can you stop going out to the store and spending money? And I'd be like, but dear, I need those things. I need them to live. When we first bought this house 21 years ago, it was a little bit out of our price range for what we could afford. And we said for the next 2 years that we were only going to, look at that, my thing says I've done 10,000 steps and I've only been sitting. Isn't that funny? And we said we were only going to buy things what we need to survive. And that was hard because it was in 97 and in 2000 my girls were going to proms and, you know, they were graduating. And now we had colleges to do and pay for. So, and we did what we could, you know. We just said we had to afford and we had a budget. And I, at times, were working between coaching gymnastics at one place, running my own gymnastic program through the military at another, or working retail. I would have 3 jobs at one time. Crazy life. So there's where that is at this point. So I think it's coming out pretty cool. Still don't understand why I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did. That's weird. Okay. I must have been on drugs that night. No, I don't take drugs. All right. Just silly comment. Now, here we go. We got our ribbon, y'all. I have this one too. Whoops. Let me put them together. So I was thinking my base 3 being really the base of it all. Thanks, Deborah. A little bit. This is kind of going, it's the dark on the outside with the silver, and then a silver again, a blue. This one I haven't used. It's kind of similar to this one, but not as much. Can you guys see that? I know there's a glare. And then just a plain silver, or I could do this silver with blue. I see my comments, so that's why I keep raising it up, because the phone is covering the comments. So what do you guys think? Should I change out the last one, the silver one, and put this one in? Put this one in instead of this one? What you guys think? What you guys think? What do you think? I'm getting out. Oops. My easy bow. Oh. Oop. See? Things falling off the table. Extra ones. I told you I went shopping today. Somebody, I don't know where it was, saying Kmart was closing. Now I knew Kmart closed over where my daughter lives, but I didn't think about we have a Kmart by us. So today I was out mailing off stuff, and so switch it. I think that's a good idea because I think it's too much white, you know, or silver against silver. This kind of gives a little bit of a pop. Okay, done. So I went to Kmart. This is going to rattle. Sorry. I left it in the bag purposely because they had, this was in their Christmas section. Sorry for the crinklies. So this isn't really a gold. It's kind of like one of those rose gold colors. And then they had white. But the white has like a green, oh, I guess the word would be iridescent. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see that. It has like a green, it's iridescent is what it is. It gives it the green, and of course silver, little squirrely things. And that's why I was thinking maybe squirrely things or something for the bow, just to give it a little something. Now I got glitter all over me. What did I do with the bag? Oh, see? I did cut more of the, see, there's blue tails, blue pearls on the floor. Eat that. All right, sorry for the crinklies. I like, oh wait, Karen, do you like the white ribbon or the white swirly things? Look, I got black corduroy pants on. Do you know how this sticks the black corduroy pants? This is my daughter's little, my granddaughter's little thing for her to play with her little kitchen. I kind of stole it from her. Works cute on the table. Got glitter. Put them in the Christmas. Okay, we can see. Yes, I do have my. I couldn't remember if I turned on my glue pot, but I did turn it on because I was debating. All right, Easy Bell Maker. You can get this at any of the craft stores. Oops. I'm going to take my ribbon. I'm just going to move it down here. What I also like about this is what I do too. Let me put this down here. Because since I'm using this isn't what it's for. Susie's probably going to kill me. Do you think I can do a variety of blues like you did if I have a Hanukkah sign? Think a variety of blues you did if I have a Hanukkah sign since I yeah, you could do a Hanukkah sign in here. I've only seen one, and I think it was metal, and it was just a little, and that was one of the things I was looking for. I personally, and maybe I'm overlooking it, I have not seen anything at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. And the last I looked at Joann Fabrics, I didn't see anything. So, but somebody did have a little sign, probably like this big. So, I don't know, maybe that's like 9 inches or so by 5 inches. And they stuck it in the middle. How did they do? They kind of did it on an angle or something, but they kind of put it in the middle. No, it wasn't on the angle. I don't remember what they did. And that's the only one I've seen. And I don't even know where the person got it from. Otherwise, I'd tell you. I have not seen Hanukkah ribbon, and that's why I chose this. If you have Hanukkah ribbon, pull out the colors that are in the Hanukkah ribbon. So if they're white and they have blue, or for the menorah base or the candles, you may have the little like yellow on the flames, so you can maybe bring in a gold. It just depends, you know, what is your base. I chose to do this because I had a blue, and I had these blue and with the silver, you know, ribbons, the bows and all, and I thought it was a pretty color. Personality, I don't know where, I've never heard of personality yours. Jane's front door. I don't have one of those either by me. Hey, Deborah Alty. You're in New Orleans, right? How far away are you from New Orleans? I need to know. I need to know because I'm coming down there, girl. Oh, see? There goes ribbon. Something always goes flying. Here we go. Oh, did you guys see my big old butt? All right. I've never heard of personality yours, Debbie. Karen, where is that? Deborah, you're in New Orleans? Gosh. So you, Deborah Smith, you going to Wreath Makers Live? All right, so how far do I want these tails to hang? I can always cut it. This is a I haven't used this one yet. This is a sheer. It's kind of like the blue one I used, the little blue one. Sheer on the inside. My hair look better. Can you see it with my hair, or is it better there? Sheer on the inside and silver on the glitter on the outside. Deborah, I knew you were in New Orleans, and I know you guys went to Texas, and then you were back in New Orleans, and I didn't realize you moved back to Texas again. Girl, you need to stay in one spot. I can't keep up with this. You know, I'm an old woman. All right. So let's see. If I do 16-inch tails, I think 16-inch tails are good. Hey, Deborah. Well, Deborah, you gotta look for me. I'm gonna be the crazy one down there. I am going to New Orleans for the Wreath Makers Live. I'm excited. I found a roommate, a lady who I don't know. I put the thing out on the Wreath Maker Live thing, and saying I needed a roommate. Deborah, I'm telling you. Oh. So you got two Deborahs, Deborah A and Deborah Smith. So Deborah A, you're telling me now that you're back in Texas. And Deborah Smith, I love Austin. Oh, okay. Thank you, Cynthia. Yes, Deborah Smith, look for me. I put a thing in because I didn't have a roommate. It's my first time going, and since this is the only quote second one that they're having, so I've never met anybody in person, only online. So I put a thing saying, hey, looking for a roommate, and this lovely lady Polly responded back, and we're gonna be roommates. So we talked a couple of times the last couple of days on the phone. And, you know, you get a bunch of us nutty, crazy people together. And we talk a lot. All right, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ribbons. I'm going to, whoops. No, we're not using the silver one. We said we're going to replace that with the blue. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then I'm going to make this 7 inches. Yeah, I'm really happy. It took me a while to get hotel room. That was fun. But we got it. Got it all square. All right, so when you put the one ribbon in, this is my tail. My 16-inch tail is going to be down here. Twist it halfway round, because this has a good side and bad side ribbon. I said I was only going to go 7 inches out. Thread it back in here. Back in there. Look at that. My ribbon's getting all colorful over here. Do the same thing again. Flip it up. Bottoms up. Make sure you get it all the way around, because once you put it in there and you twist tie it and everything, it ain't gonna work again for you. 7 inches here. Oops, did my thing shift? My ribbon getting a little squirrely. There we go. And voila. Bring them down. Oh. Look at that. See, I was going to do 1 loop on each instead of, I want to do 3 loops on this one. See, I get to talking. Deborah Smith, do you have a roommate? Well, if you live down there, you don't need a roommate, do you? That was a stupid question. Don't answer that. Don't answer that. See? Nutty Nona. Alright, so we're going to do 3 loops on each side, because I want the silver to bring, because the next one's going to be the blue, and I want the blue to stand out a little bit more. The next one after that's going to have less. It's going to have 2. This is still at 7 inches. Remember again, bottoms up on each side. Yeah. Okay, Deborah Smith, you can laugh at me. I get it. I get you, girl. Only JK. JK, I told Damien last night, is, you know, one of my coaches, or my coach, not just my specific, he has a lot of people. And he was saying on his live, he was giving me grief, teasing with me, and he, I was in one of his classes. So he always teases me, and I don't think he caught it with all the millions of comments he gets. And I told him I have a surprise for him. So I can't tell you either, because then you won't be surprised. I'm just cutting these straight across right now, and I'll dovetail them later. I always say ducktail. I don't know why. Where'd all my pins go? Maybe, oh, this was a new one. So voila. I keep looking at the wreath thinking, is my bow good enough? I love him too. He's funny. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Not complaining. Not complaining at all. I took his crash course that he had. This one I'm going to make just a little bit shorter. We'll go about an inch shorter. So instead of being 16 inches across, we're going to make it 17 inches across. I took his crash course earlier, months ago. And he always used to call me, oh, she's my star pupil, which sounds like I'm bragging. But I always I did something different, like there's a crown behind me, because at the end of her thing, I couldn't find a graduation cap. None of the stores had it, because it's off season too. All right, this loop is going to be at 6 inches on each side. And again, bottoms up, because there's a right side, wrong side to this. And I'm going to do 2 loops on each side, because I did 3 on the bottom. And so I had this whole graduation thing for him, playing the song and everything. So I always try to make it a little bit fun, because sometimes you get, you know, when you're doing classes and stuff, it's like, you know, boring. So I just try to bring some fun to everything. At least I think it's funny. Maybe others may not like it. But I'm like, oh well. Yeah. Oh, don't tell me I ran out. Oh, I thought I ran out. Oh. Yeah, I'm in his inner circle, Deborah Smith. Are you? I'm in his reef chateau. Bottoms up. Bottoms up. God, it's like a drinking game. Oh my God. My granddaughter, who's 3. My daughter. I'm about to shoot her. She says, they put me on live, and they're not alive, but doing a FaceTime, and she's teaching me this thing. I said, what are you doing? What is she playing? I was just playing a card game with her dad. The card game is you flip a card. All right, so let's say it's a 6. All right, the next person has to get a higher number than 6. If you flip a card and that person gets a lower card, they have to drink. She's 3 years old. So he's drinking his beer, and she's drinking her milk, her juice. And I'm like, oh my God. So of course she came to my house and goes, Nonna, you want to play the drinking game? And I'm like, oh good God. You know what, Deborah? When I decided to join, I did his coin class that he ran, was it like end of August? It was like 6 weeks, but it wound up being 7 weeks because the baby was born. So he ran, you know, or he went away. I forgot which it was. But anyway. Ooh, I like these. These look nice. So this is what the bow looks like so far. We'll fan it out and fluff it up and everything later. But that's looking pretty. That's glitter again on my table. Oh, I already had it. And I was debating about doing it because So you have courses where if you're the new person coming in, a lot of the people that have been there don't want to hear the same old, you know, new stories and stuff. So he created that course. And I took it, you know, I was like, I only have them for 6 weeks. I'm going to take advantage of this and make sure I do everything that he's asking us to do, because at the end of 6 weeks, I didn't know what was going to happen. Nope. Little piece of wire sticking out. And so that was me. And in the 6 weeks of learning how to do a lot of business stuff was really good. Now he has what they call the teachables and stuff, which is what I'm going through now with his class, his stuff. And some of it's repetitive to what I've learned, and some of it is not. But it's still good. Still learning. I always want to learn so that, you know, in any of my jobs, it'd be like, oh, you could be a cashier. Okay, so you're a cashier. What are you going to do with that? So I'd be the type, okay, I'm a cashier. I got that down pat. I want to learn something else. I want to learn. And I would learn whatever the next position or whatever would be. So we did 7, 6, and this one's going to be 5. The loops on this one. I just kind of going down an inch on every single one, just to let you know. And so I did that group, and then of course, you know, doing his teachables now. And, you know, it's on your own time to do it, but I look at it as, hey, I'm paying for it, you know. But like in a job, you know, I always want to learn. You know, that's just me. All right, so we did 3 loops, 2 loops. And this I'm doing as a single loop, just 1 loop. The next one's going to be 2 loops. Look, my ribbons are curling here. And again, I'm cutting these about an inch shorter than the last one. And it's good because, you know, you see in a business of any type, you see a thing one way and somebody else points it out and you're like, oh, didn't know that, didn't think about that, you know. And that's the same with doing this. You know, I asked you guys' opinion. What do you think? Should I do this because it might be too white or something together? And you guys are like, yeah. I said, okay. I trust you guys' judgment. See, ribbon flying off the table. Because you guys can see it from a different perspective sometimes, or come up with an idea that I may not see. Probably should put another thick one in here. I think I should add this one in here. Because this is so plain. I think I'm going to add this one in first. Don't have enough on this. Yeah. I'm going to do that. See? I changed my train of thought. Now in doing this, you can keep I can keep this as the same one as this size if I want to do that, which I probably am because I'm knowing that I have a couple more rooms I want to put in. And you can do that. They don't have to be 1 inch down or whatever. You can make them whatever you want to do. It's your project. Yeah. I agree, you guys. Hey, if you like this, share this. If you want to get alerts from me when I do my next live, go ahead and type the word alert down below, and little Rosie will send you a message. And when she in your messenger, and when you respond back to her with her question, to her answer to a question in the message, not here on the website, then you'll be alerted to every time I go live. Thank you, Debbie. Deborah. All right. Yeah, I like that much better putting that in there. So glad I stopped myself from doing something silly. Oh, look at that. Yeah. I leave it on the roll because I have a little bin that has a bunch of ribbon in it. Oh, here it is. And sometimes I just rather leave it on the roll so that it doesn't get all crinkly in there. Cool. All right, now we can put the blue. This is going to be a thick ribbon. This is a new one, so it comes folded, as you can see. And that crease in there, you sometimes cannot get out. So I'll just put that right now, just to avoid that later. Whoops. Whoa, stop. Curling too much. Now this doesn't have a right or wrong side, so I don't have to flip this over. But I'll probably still flip it anyway. Hello from Michigan, Judy. How are you? We're making a blue silver wreath. So this one's going to go up 4 inches. Now, because the numbers are getting covered up, I can take my pegs and line it up, and I can count 4 inches, 5 inches, whatever over, so I can use that as a marker as well. So just a FYI. And this one's just going to get a single one. Da-da-da. Catherine, you're back. Oh, did I not? I always put my pins here when I don't see them there, and then I forget if it's a new one or not. Weesh. All right. Put my pin there. Go away. Oops. That would have been funny, putting it on there. That would have been really funny. So this one's going to be about 3 inches. So see, I'm lining up so I can count 3 inches over. And this will have 2. One, two, three. One, two, three. And again, bottoms up. Oops, don't shift on me. We're getting full. But we're going to squish it down. It's going to look beautiful. Look it. I'm whipping these bow out now, baby. Oh, see, I was going to reach for my pins over there. Now, you can use either a zip tie when we finish with this, or we can use a piece of wire. I have zip ties here. We'll see how thick this comes out to be. Because I may have to use wire because it's too thick. This does have a right and a wrong side to it. So we got to do the bottoms up. Okay. Well, this must be that I put this on here. Okay, that works. We can do that. So what I do is, like, if I have like long pieces like this that are left over from rolls, I'll put them on one. And that's why you can't see, because I kind of cleaned it out. I have over here a little thing with all my little extra pieces, and I'll put some of the ribbons on that. Now if I don't have enough to make this bow, which I know I don't, I can tell that right now. Oh, maybe I will. Let's see. Maybe I won't have enough for the tail. That's okay. I got 2 loops, right? I'm going to finish this one up with 4 loops on the top though. You know, 2 on each side, even though I did 2 and 2 on the bottom just to make it fuller. Okay, so I had enough to do 1 loop on each side. That's okay. This will just give it more oomph to it. Da 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 da. Thumbs up. And there we go. Oh, look at that. Perfecto. Perfect. Exactly the same length. Wow. I lucked out on that one. Okay, so I have zip ties. So we're going to see if we can do it with a zip tie. And I don't have any more of that. So I'll use this maybe. And I'll show you how we'll cover up the zip tie. Let me put the pin away before I drop it. Alright, so this is split in half, so to speak. And the more ribbon you put in, the wider and wider this goes. So over a period of time, it will stay wide. So I'm going to put this underneath, and I'm going to slide it through kind of like this. Okay. And as I do that, I'm going to squish it together. And I'm going to bring it up a little bit so I can stick my thing through. Ugh. Gotta make sure I have them going the same direction. So I can push it through. Yep. Let me get the bow down. Alright, here we go. Bring it up. Just gotta get my zip tie started, and then my life will be easier. Okay, good. I'm going to pull a little bit tight. I am going to pull this around to the other side, so it's on the back side. I don't want to pull it super tight yet. Looks like a heap of mess, doesn't it? Because what I want to do, I'll take out, because this always works. Do I have enough to do this? Yeah. So you take a piece of your extra little ribbon, and the cover, the zip tie, you just kind of fold your ribbon in 3. That's going to be one thing. Okay, cool. Now, I got to attach this to the back, onto the wreath. I'm going to put 2 of these together because I'm not sure, because this is a thick bow. One may do it. I'm just twist tying 2 of these together. Again, you can use wire. You could use wire for the whole thing. And what I do, instead of having that piece, my hair looks good, so you can see it. I kind of fold it down and just take the wire once around it. Stick my wire through, or my pipe cleaner through. And once I do that, and then I'm going to pull my zip tie tight. And make sure your bow is all set where you want it to be. So I want it still kind of flat and kind of, well, you can't really see it. Make sure all your tails are down on the side, because again, once you pull this thing, it makes it harder to pull everything down. That's a bow. Where's my tail? So that's all I'm doing right now, is just pulling my tails, making sure they're all down here. They're all facing the right direction. That's the one I was missing. Where's the other one? Oh, here it is. Go figure. Alright, once I got it where it is, pull the zip tie and cut it off. Voila. I'll split where this is down the middle here. I'm going to take my little extra piece of ribbon and I'm going to tie it around, and that will hide the zip tie. It would also, because you have cut that off, that this kind of helps protect that, you know, where that little nubby thing is. And then I'm going to cut this. Now comes the fun part. If this is long enough, fluff my bow. I have a little hook here now. This is the fluff box. Again, you can go on my website, on my Facebook website. I have it listed, my favorite things. And you can go ahead and look and you can see the link for it. Alright, and then now it just becomes fluffing. You can do this however. You want to start at the bottom or the top, it doesn't matter. I'm just starting on the top on this one. Oh, I think I came unhooked from my little thing here. Yes, I did. Oh, hook and eye. And you just start fluffing up your bow. Pull it around. Now my tails are going to hang down this way. Oops. Hold on, got to do these first. Where's my other one? There it is. This is the quiet moment. And once I get it on the wreath, I'll continue to fluff it, as we always do, because we're so perfectionists. Turn your box around too. I don't have to keep it in the same spot. See, it's coming to life. I think I just came off the hook too because I caught my tails. There you are. I thought there were 3. They're hooked underneath there. Nope, you go this way. There we go. Da-da-da, da-da-da. 1, 2, where's my third one? There it is. Hiding. It's hiding. Don't hide. Don't hide on me. Voila. Alright, now with all these little streamers hanging down, you're like, what should we do with those? We're going to curl them. And I'm going to curl them right now, so when I attach the bow, it's just easier if they're out of the way. Thanks, Barb. I think the colors are pretty. They kind of all work together. It's a little bit bigger, but I can fix that. They're all the same family. And like I thought about, because like I said in the ruffles, there is a little bit of like, kind of like a teal or aqua color. But I wasn't a fan of bringing that in. You know, I just didn't think it would look right with this. This is like curling your hair back in the kitten. And I'll cut all these tails and all because I'm not sure if I want to cut them on an angle or if I want to dovetail them yet. So that's why they're just straight across right now. Pretty much. Look, I hear my dog outside. She's walking around. She's like, why is the door shut, Mom? Why is it shut? Hey, Roberta. Thank you for doing alert. Yeah, type alert in the bottom. And you'll get a message in your messenger from Rosie. Answer her question, which is write the word alert in the messenger box after she, not back here on the screen. And then you'll get alerts when I go live. We're making a blue, silver, a little bit of white wreath. See, I say wreath. That's my New Yorker. Like we say idea. We put an R at the end. My husband said it's not a wreath, like I say it like it's R-E-E-F. It's wreath. Wreath. with a TH. And I'm like, whatever, dear. Whatever. You say it your way, I say it my way. Who remembers their mom curling the hair? My mom used to take pieces of rags and used to curl my hair with rags, and I'd look like Shirley Temple with these big, you know, banana curls on the side going down my head. I had blonde hair. As I got older, I got darker. You know? All my kids had blonde hair. Their dad has blonde hair. But I don't know. I guess as you get older, your hair gets darker, and then it gets light again and turns gray. Look at that. It's a lot of curls. A lot of curls. Ooh. Curl, 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 curl. Yay. Oh my gosh. Talk about a finger workout. Hey, you know, for my thumb, when I broke my thumb, those of you who don't know, I played flag football for the first time ever. And it was to bring awareness to domestic violence and sexual abuse. And it was a, not to say a fundraiser, but just to bring awareness. And wait a minute, dusting off my fluff box. How crazy is that? Not that this is going to make any difference because I got to put the bow on the wreath. But it takes some of the glitter out of the way. And I broke my thumb in 2 places. So I was in a half cast for 2 weeks, and then they put me in a full cast up to like here. So one of the things I told I had to go see an occupational therapist, and I was like, I really don't need this, you know, to be here. And I told her that I do wreaths, and she said, this is perfect therapy because you got to use your finger in different ways, you know, and do all the stuff. And she was, it was perfect for me. All right. So again, this has no sign. The wreath. So I have cinnamon on the inner, so I didn't put tails on the ones because that's where I'm going to put my bow. And make sure my thing in the back. I'm going to twist tie this just once around. And we'll, like I said, we'll fluff this bow up again. Okay. And let's put this baby in here. On the edge. Edge, where are you? There you are. One. I think it would, maybe we can invent something to make it easy to put these bows on. Oh, there goes my sleeve. Oh, there goes my shirt. Okay. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, got it. Okay. So let's just kind of tie this back here loosely, or enough to keep it in place. And then we'll see what we got. Now that I squished all my tails. Alright, I'm going to stand up. You may not see me. Gosh, just... Oh! I vacuumed. So all I do is I pull the tails out like this. And it's going to give it, just like you would tease somebody's hair. And all these cleaners that are sticking up, I'm going to go curl down. Probably should have done that before I put the bow on. Oh, I was like, why is there so many up here? I didn't pull them out yet. Da-da-da. Trying to look at comments, make sure I don't miss anybody's comments. I try to comment to you all because you all are very important to me. It's sometimes you get crazy when you're doing things, but I try to make sure and respond. And if I miss you guys on the lives, I try to go back and look at the comments to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Because I think you guys gotta know that I care about your comments. Because I do. I do. So this is the part I probably won't see your comments on because I'm fluffing. I do like this. If I say so myself. Now we got to see if we're going to put some squirrely things in here. If you guys think we need some. I don't want to put any pine needles, I'm sticking to this, in here. Because I don't think that's, I don't know, it's just not going to look good. Okay, pinion pole, and I'll be here for the next 3 hours doing this bow because that's just me. But I want to get you guys' opinion on what you think. What do you guys think? Now I gotta trim the edges of the tails, and I gotta curl down on the pipe cleaners. Now I could, where are they? Hold on, I could put these in here. Lots of balls. I have these white ones. They're just white styrofoam glittery balls. I could stick those on top of where the pipe cleaners are just to give it a little finished look. And then I know I showed you guys about doing some of these swirly things. Okay, you're gonna hear rattling, sorry. Here we go, I got some out. So we got these swirly things. They're wire in them. So you can twist them as much as you want. You just can kind of wrap it around your finger. If you want to make it smaller, the squirrely thing, or if you want to make it bigger, just up to you what you want to do. And I don't know. I'm just going to stick it kind of behind the bow. You guys tell me if you think I should put any of these babies in. And these come, they're like all stick together in a big glob on it. So you have to like separate them if you want to do it that way. You can put them in as a glob, but I think it's too much. I don't know. I don't know about this, guys. Just to give you an idea. Yes? No? Can you see them? Leave them out and just put the bally things, the little balls on it. What's your opinion? I mean, the squirrely things give it a little dimension to it. Oop. See, everything goes flying. Well, you guys tell me. I think I'm going to just put the tails on an angle instead of dovetailing them. Hold it up. I'll hold it back. So these, I have to go ahead and trim these up. I'm going to make some a little bit shorter so you see more of a layered look. But these, I just kind of stuck it in there. Those are little squirrely things. See? That's with and that's without. You like the squirrely thing? It does give it another element of dimension. It just makes it fun. Now I don't have to stick them exactly behind the bow. I could, although I kind of like it kind of behind the bow area. What do you guys think? Opinions matter. These are too long though. All right. With. Okay, you guys got it. Everybody says with the squirrely things. All right, I'm so glad I have my glue part. Okay, so here's the thing. Got a question for you. Is that not up high enough? So my friend Barb, I'm just gonna stick it in there. Give you a few seconds. Said that if you took a wax candle unscented and you put it in your glue pot because it's all stringy, that it will make it unstringy. And both of us don't know why it will do that. So if anybody knows why that would work, fill us in, because I don't have an idea. And I can't figure it out. I don't know what a non-scented candle does that would make your stuff not stringy. Where'd all my curly tubes go? Yes, I've heard that also. See, I don't know what it does though. Somebody Google it. I meant to do that, but I didn't Google it because I forgot. And I call that a senior moment. Cut this part off. I don't get it. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. That's all I can tell you. I loved doing science when I was in school, did all my homework and all, but I was not the best on the test. That's all I can say. But if you put me in a gym class, baby, I shined. I loved my TV. More ribbon on the floor. Who cares? It's all good. Let me curl, where's my little pen? Let me curl this one down in here. Curl this one down too. I know, Christina. So I went to Florida, came back 2 days later, I was sick with a cold. So I was out. And my ears started to do better as far as being unclogged. And I just, to go outside and work out is not the best thing for me in my workout group. So last week was the first week I was feeling better from going. And we had 2 dogs stay here. Big dogs. They were great Swiss mountain dogs. Thanks, Christina. And so I spent the weekend trying to clean my house. And it's not just for them. I mean, it just needed to be cleaned. And stuff. And I do it tighter so that I can get it better. There we go. And now my dad's coming tomorrow. So I've been kind of crazy. Over here. I moved things around my room here. Oops. Don't need the glue gun yet. And so it's weird because I'm used to it being somewhere else. Come here. Glue, hot glue, hot glue. I think maybe 3. Don't I have another one of these somewhere? Didn't I have another one somewhere? Thought I did. Oh, here it is. Here it is. These little springy things. So I'm gonna put 3 in on each side, and you guys tell me. I think I'm gonna put the little white balls though on it. I'm looking at this upside down too. And then I can bend these. Yeah, they look kind of cute. Now I know I had another one. Now I'm just wrapping these around. Oh, come on. There you go. Thanks, Angie. I try to make things that people like. Of course, it becomes my opinion sometimes, but I try to get you guys involved on it so that it's not all about me. And what I do with these, I just kind of shake them in there a little bit. Give them a few seconds to hold, and then I kind of pull on it a little bit to make sure that it's stuck in there. Okay. It's not quite stuck all the way in there. There we go. I also have these. That one's in red, and I don't want to bring in red. I think with the little balls in there, it might look pretty. Start with my really long ones. I'm gonna. My coach does this. I'm gonna try it his way. I can't do it his way. I have to fold it. See if I can do it. Not too bad. He just holds it like this and goes like this. It's like snipping a curl, snipping a curl. Hey, call myself a pro one day. No, I'm kidding. I never call myself a pro at anything. I never consider myself the best at anything. And that's not to think of myself as being bad. It's just because you can always learn. And that's how I view life. It never ends. Something always comes along. You're always learning. You're always teaching yourself or teaching others. And that's what life is about. I think, well, I'll take that back. Well, it is, but I was coaching gymnastics for many years. And one of my goals, because of moving around so much, I never get to see my gymnasts grow in things that they do because we moved around so much. So one of my goals that I had set was that every level of gymnastics, so I had what they call level 4 and up to level 8 at that particular time, kids competing. And my goal was for every single one of the kids, and I wanted to do this in 1 year, was to have them all be able to make state champion, compete in states. Make it that they would, have them so that they would all be able to go to the next level up, qualify. All of them that could go to nationals to all go and win a medal. Then all of them, to do all that in 1 year. So to all qualify for states or go to states and win, all the kids that were at the entry level that can go to nationals and come back with a medal. That was a goal I set. And when you think of, you have a lot of kids on a team, different levels, kids go away, on vacations and stuff like this, so they're not there all the time. And you think, that's never going to happen. And I did it in 1 year. It took me about 7 years, and I actually accomplished that goal. And I was just like, and I literally walked in to my boss's office and said, I don't have any more goals. What can I do? And he looked at me like, he goes, I know you're going to find something. And I went, no, I don't know what to do. Give me something to do. So it's just like one of those things. So like even this, doing reefing stuff, I always learn something new. I see another idea that somebody else did and I like that idea, or, the way they made a bow or a wreath or something. I'm just kind of giving these a little extra curl this way. I think I got them all. I'm going to hold it up. Mare, it's not hard. There, you know, I'll tell you, my one fear is using my pro bow at hand. I am not the greatest person at doing that at all. And I always seem to fall back to using the easy bow or making a Lisa bow. Because to me, those are easier. This you can do on the pro bow. It's the same bow. It's just a different piece of equipment. Okay. So without seeing if I got them all hanging down because I'm behind it, what do you guys think? With the little curly things, should I add some more curly things to it? Squirrely thingamajigs? Piece of glue. Or just leave it with just the 3. I'll bring it in closer so you can see. These are little squirrely things. And then I'm going to, I am going to stick these little balls like in here. You know, in between, in things here, because I think that will just kind of finish it off a little bit. So what do you guys think? Need something else? You can always add something else. I do have some really, look, I got all kinds of things. Hold on. Gotta go around the other side of my table because I always had all my picks next to me and I moved them. Oops, I'm sticking here. So I'll show you what I have and you can see if we should add this. I don't know about the green though. That's my whole thing. I have this. And this one's just, they're just different shades and I can mix them together. Oops, let me do it so you can see. That one and this one. And I'll just clip off one. We'll see if we think it should go in there. But I'm thinking, I don't know. My brain tells me no, but it may look better than what my brain's saying. And I can add as many of these as I want. I think this one is broken. Yeah, a broken leaf. Or whatever you want to call it, pine needle. If I do this, I might not put those little balls in here. And I got bunches more of these. Bunches more of these. No green. See, I think the green just takes away from it. Because I look at it this way. It's not really a Christmas wreath. You know? I think the little squirrely things are fine. Then adding all this green stuff. Green, it goes away. See you later, green. Hold on. I agree, no green. Think just the 3 squirrelies on each side is good. Now these two, when you curl them, I could do it so it kind of curls like this too. Let me do one. So you can kind of curl them down like a banana curl. You know, kind of like that too. So it kind of mimics off of the squirrely things. I hear sirens. What did you do? Yeah, You heard that? Really? There's always sirens going around here. I'm probably burning the house somewhere, and I don't know it yet. You guys like it with the little banana curls? I think that looks cute. I could do them all in banana curls. I call them banana curls. Tells you how old I am. I don't think they call them banana curls now. Yeah, I think the banana curls are cute. Because rather than the ribbon just hanging straight down, you just curl them out. That's the fun thing when you have wire ribbon. Do whatever you want with it. This one doesn't want to curl down the way I want it to. There we go. Well, Christina, I had not done a blue and white wreath this year. All my wreaths were green, white, red, and black, you know, kind of thing. And I wanted to do something, whether it represents Hanukkah for somebody, or that they just like these colors, because there are some people that just like these colors. Where's that one sticking up like that? Let's try that again. And so that was my idea behind this. Here we go. I'll just curl them all the way down. See, then you can just pull them. Maybe I missed. It's one I keep missing the line. Nope, that one doesn't want to curl. I probably should start with them up this way and work on the bottom first. That would probably make my life a little bit easier. Oh, that's a nice, pretty big banana curl. I like that one. So if you want to get alerts when I go live, type the word alert below. And then Rosie will ask you a question. Respond in your messenger to the answer to that question, not here on the Facebook, because then you won't get alerts. Rosie doesn't understand that. Losing my robot. Oh, thank you, Sally. Yes, share it. Share this, because the more people that know about this and all, I'm trying to get my numbers up on my likes and my shares. Because the more the merrier. I always say the more the merrier. That one didn't curl very good, did it? Curl it, curl it, curl it again. Let's try again. Here we go. Can I do this one? Nope. Simple wrapping around your fingers, and I just pull it down. Not hard, not hard. I'm going to do this one before I get screwed up. Oh, I really like that big banana curl. We're getting there, ladies. We're getting there. And then if you really want them tighter, where'd my little green pencil go? You can take like a little pencil or something. My little trusty pencil. you do it like this, and then you just pull the bottom out. And you're going to make sure it lays right too. So you can get a curl that way too. So see? Oops. You do this guy first. Let me get the big boys out of the way. Get the big boys out of the way. And then once I get this hung up, I can go ahead and look at it better and curl it better, because then it will be hanging up straight up and down so that I can see it better. Because doing this laying flat and upside down and backwards kind of thing makes it a little hard. Roll this baby up. That came out really tight. That's good. Good, good, good. So you can use different sizes to do this. But sometimes this makes it a little bit easier. I was looking for my big marker. Let's see it. I don't see it. I'm going to use my fingers, because that's not working. That's too small. There we go. Yeah, I do like it with the banana curls. It gives it more dimension. See, I missed one. You guys didn't tell me I missed one. Can't get my fingers out. All right. And like I said, I'm going to fool around with this. And this is for sale on my Etsy shop. It's listed with the Facebook Live. And if you want it, go ahead and purchase it before somebody else gets it. If it's already been purchased, I don't know, because nothing popped up, but I haven't been paying attention to that since I've been fluffing and curling. All right, ladies. What you think? Honest opinion. You won't hurt my feelings. Oops. Let's put that one up. Am I holding it to you guys right? Yeah. I looked here and it looked like it was sideways. Is it cool? I have to fix some of these curls. Let's see with this one, for instance. And that one too. Can't tell if I'm holding the bow straight. Wait. I have to fix these curls on this side. Oh, cool. There's another brief in the books. And I'm going to go ahead and put the little dots. I think I will put the little balls on here. Like I said, I think it will be... Just kind of finish it off a little bit. So that is it, my girls. I have to go fix it. I see them sticking out here. And I'm like, which one is it on this side? So I have to go do it. Oh, baking. I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm going to pre-do some of the things I can do for Thanksgiving, because otherwise I have to be up at 6:30 in the morning or something to cook all the things I decided to cook. So, all right, ladies, I'm going to let you guys go. Thanks for coming in. And like I said, write the word alert down below. It's a little red light means we're live right now. But it's going to go off and it'll say you can hit, watch it later and hit replay. Share it, like it, please, you know, more the merrier, okay? And if you want to get live alerts from me, or alerts that I'm going live, just type the word alert down below. Answer Rosie's question in the messenger, which is the word alert there as well. And she'll send you a little thing every time I go alert or live. I keep saying the word alert. All right, y'all? So take care. Have a nice Thanksgiving, y'all. Be safe. Have fun. Eat a lot. And then you're going to have to go work out. And I will see you guys probably after Thanksgiving. All right? Nice seeing you. Hey, Deborah. Deborah Alty. It's cool. Thanks, Sally. Bye, Barbara. Good night. Oh, I will. My dad comes tomorrow. I pick him up at 2:25 at the airport. So he's going to say it's going to be one of the coldest days of the year since God knows 19 whatever. And I'm like telling my husband, give me extra coats, hats, mittens, because coming from Florida, oh, I can hear it now. I have electric blanket for him and a down comforter and everything all set for him. So, yes, Sally, good night. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well, y'all. All right, take care. Have a nice weekend. Be safe. All right, bye.